Hi guys, this is Chantilly. I'm a content creator that usually focuses on Instagram, and this is my first YouTube video. So I attend a lot of events in New York City, and I wanted to recap my Christmas season. In this video, I'm going to show you some viral places like Watermark Bar, Frosties, Oscar Wilde, and some classics like Rockefeller Center and Radio City. And I'm going to be giving you the scoop on what you can expect in these spots, and hint, it's not always what you think. So stay tuned and let's jump in. To kick off the season, I went to Watermark Bar at Pier 15 in the Financial District. This place is on the waterfront. It has a Brooklyn Bridge view, and the menu and decor themes change every season. Now, at this event, there's a lot of things going on. There's tons of photo moments like a sleigh overlooking Brooklyn Bridge. Santa's there. There's marshmallow roasting and a s'more station. Now, it is a bar and restaurant, so the vibe is mostly for adults, but it's definitely inclusive for kids since there's Santa letter writing, a playhouse, a little carousel, etc. For food and drink, we had these smoked s'mores cocktails and this lobster mac and cheese served in waffle cones. Now, bear in mind, it is New York City, and you're probably going to spend some money if you come here. It is $20 to get into the experience, which includes a snack and a drink. I actually think this is pretty good for New York. Most drinks alone cost that much. Also, reservations in the glass cabins start at $90 for two, and they do include a meal. Welcome to Miracle on 9th. When Christmas bars in New York first started happening, this was one of the first ones to pop up, and to me, it lives up to that hype. It's several overly decorated rooms, there's even a Hanukkah section, and they serve super cute festive drinks in festive cups. Me and my friends decided to come here to get some content. Usually you have to make a reservation, and note there is a reservation fee to come here. We just showed up when they opened and the place was empty. Drinks here are nearing the $20 mark, and they don't serve a whole lot of food, so just be prepared to get food before you come here. What my friends and I will usually do is hit several places in one day to maximize our time and content strategy. This is the second stop of 3 on this night, and we walked here from Miracle on 9th. Guys, welcome to Lillie's Victorian. Lillie's is another bar and restaurant in New York that goes absolutely all out for Christmas. Trust me, there is not one square inch here that is not decked out. The restaurant is Victorian themed. They serve real food here, and they have 2 locations. This is the one in Union Square. We didn't have a reservation. We just walked in and sat down at the bar for a drink, but I don't really recommend this. If you're in New York City for Christmas, you definitely need to make reservations to make sure that you have a spot. Every time I come here during the holidays, I always love to order one of the gin and tonic drinks. They're always garnished so beautifully, and this one has baby's breath on it. So cute. Okay, final stop of the night is Somewhere Nowhere, which is a rooftop bar on top of the Renaissance Hotel. Every year they bring out their heated rooftop igloos, and the rooftop has an Empire State Building view. If you're lucky, you'll get the igloo with a direct view. The igloos have a little fireplace, and you can order cozy stuff like tableside s'mores and spiked hot chocolate. A reservation in the igloos for 2 people starts at $170 plus tax and gratuity, and includes a bottle of champagne. My favorite part of this place is that there's a club downstairs, and on Wednesdays it becomes a speakeasy. It's called Gotham Jazz Night, and there's a live jazz band, swing dancing, and performances like burlesque and tap dancing. Funny story, because it's a club atmosphere, I feel like my Christmas outfit probably looked a little curious, and one guy told me that he thought I looked like I was from Maine because I was wearing a sweater with pine trees on it. It was actually cute. It was a really friendly interaction, and I feel like everyone here is friendly and there's all kinds of people. Okay, jumping right in here to Pier 17, they did a rooftop experience similar to the Pier 15 one with lots of little activities like Santa visits and ice skating. I didn't get a lot of horizontal video here, so this is the shortest recap ever, but the admission is around $20 or $30. There's Brooklyn Bridge views, and there's also cabins to rent if you have a big group. Ho, 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 we are going straight to Oscar Wilde. This is a spot that's considered an OG Christmas bar because they've been decorating for the holidays for years, since before it even became super trendy. Oscar Wilde has the same owners as Lillie's Victorian, so they have the same 19th century aesthetic and theme and the same philosophy on decorating their 6,000 square foot feet of space to the nines for Christmas. You can order food here, and like Lillie's, it's best to make reservations. Again, we walked in, but it was tough to even find a bar seat at this time, even in the afternoon. And they also have similar pretty cocktails to Lillie's with the beautiful garnishes of baby's breath. The cocktails are around $17. If you want to come here just for a cocktail to experience the Christmas spirit, I think that's a great idea, but the appetizers are around $20 and the entrees are around $30. Okay, and we're walking. You know how I said before that we go to multiple events in a day? Well, right now we're heading from Oscar Wilde to Frosties in Times Square. And I wanted to show you this walk because a lot of people complain that influencers only show the pretty side of New York. Are there pretty things in New York? Yes, I love to film them, but there's also crowds, and this is what it can look like, especially around Christmas. Here we are outside of Frosties. There was a line to get in. It was opening night, I believe. So if you haven't heard of Frosties, it's one of the most viral Christmas bars in New York City. There are 3 levels. The first level is a nightclub experience, the second level is a bar, and the third level is a restaurant. Last year, we were able to walk in and we got to see the bar area. However, that was not happening this year. You must buy a ticket for a specific time. A ticket is required for entry. And tickets for this started at $25. I think of it like a cover charge because it's so much bigger than the other Christmas bars in the city, and because there's a nightclub downstairs. This place is over the top, and there are so many areas for photos. I feel like you could make a night of it by starting out with the dinner at the restaurant, then followed by a couple drinks in the bar, and then dance the night away at the club downstairs. Oh, and one other thing. We saw Dorinda from Real Housewives there, and our friend Jasmine got a picture with her. Okay, now come on, let's do a walkthrough of the club area. Time for our third stop of the night, 230 Fifth Rooftop. Going to 230 Fifth is almost like a rite of passage in New York, and I had never been, so I was excited. I really wanted to see these iconic rooftop igloos with the Empire State Building view. This restaurant is walk-in only. They do not take reservations, unlike some of the other restaurants we covered. If you want an igloo, you can choose between having table service or a communal area. We chose table service, and we got some spiked ciders, chicken fingers, hummus, and salmon. Honestly, I thought the food was really good, and who doesn't love this view? Now we're moving on to another day and starting off at the Peninsula Hotel. My friend and I went to see the Rockettes, but we wanted to stop by the Peninsula first to get some new content. The Peninsula is an old school hotel in New York, and their lobby is just iconic during the holidays with a cute Christmas tree and these little nutcrackers to the side. People love to come here and take pictures. If you come here for pictures, the lobby staff is really cool. They do let you do it, but just be respectful and don't overstay your welcome. Now let's do a little walkthrough of the second floor. For the Rockettes, I've been to Radio City several times, but this was my first time going to see the Rockettes. I didn't get much footage here and obviously couldn't record much of the performance, but we really loved it and felt it was a really old school and heartwarming way to experience Christmas in New York. The last content day of the season, and me and my friends are covering Midtown. Years ago, we discovered that a lot of cute Christmas stuff is really close together, and our group has taken to calling them the classics. So if we're covering Midtown, we usually do several things in one day. Today, we started at Radio City, then worked our way over to Rockefeller Center and Fifth Avenue. Radio City always has these giant ornament and candy cane installations up, and they're really great for photos, especially if you can go when it's not crowded. No, Jacqueline! Around here you can also see the Fox Christmas tree and this Christmas tree at 1221 6th, which has a really pretty archway. I've done a lot of talking and I'm just gonna roll some walkthrough footage of these areas and of Rockefeller Center. It is crowded, but it is magical, and I just want to let you feel the full magic of Christmas in New York City. Let's go. We ended our day at Lotte New York Palace. This is a hotel that, in my opinion, has the prettiest Christmas tree in the city, and you can also go into the lobby and see the beautiful setup even if you're not a guest. Guys, I hope you like this video. It was my first YouTube video and I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but if you stayed to the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and make sure to like and subscribe.